Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. Today, look at here, we got AleSmith IPA, guys. I've reviewed this several times. I reviewed it, I think, for the first time back in 2014. I re-reviewed it last year in 2015, and Jason has sent me another one. Probably the 2016 edition, I would think. And I'm pretty sure they date their stuff, but the bottle is sweating and I can't see it. So we'll take a look when we come back for the final chug and see what the date is on this one. So Jason, thanks a bunch for sending it to me. I'm sure I have been extremely impressed with what AleSmith does. And they are available here. So I'm glad that they are. They do make some tasty stuff. So once again, Jason, thanks a bunch, my friend. This is an IPA, 7.25% ABV, and it says the IBUs here are 73. Commercial description says it's pretty awesome. That's their IPA. A San Diego Classic AleSmith IPA showcases the versatility of American hops, aromas of grapefruit and tangerine, leading to an abundance of fresh pine and tropical fruit notes. All of that sounds wonderful. Very typical West Coast style IPA. Followed by a crisp resinous bitterness, the complex hop profile is supported by a firm malt presence to create an incredibly flavorful and well-balanced IPA. So, let's get the cap off this bad boy. Food pairings for this style of beer is going to be your curry and your Thai food, cheeses of pepper, Monterey pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar, stronger cheeses. And the meat is going to be poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon, and I'll add grilled meat to that. Everything off the grill goes well with a nice IPA. Glassware for the pint Becker, Nonic tumbler mug, Stein Seidel. I'm using my favorite tulip glass, and not recommended for extended cellarings. Great looking beer there. About a little over a finger of head, very clear. It's a filtered beer, a lot of bubbles streaming up. Perfect head, perfect color. Very nice, deep amber color. Very good looking beer, guys. Let's get a nose on it. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Pine, grapefruit, citrusy, pineapple, tropical fruit notes. Everything they had in the description I am getting on the nose. Very, very well made beer. Wow. Outstanding aroma on this beer, guys. Very impressive. It's time. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Jason. Thank you. Delish. Alcohol is very well hidden for 7.25. To me, one of the quintessential IPAs. I mean, Sun makes great beers that are accessible in a lot of states. AleSmith does too. They brew a great beer and it's accessible. It's not like your Pliny and Heady Topper. You got to be in the vicinity or know somebody, jump the hoops, stand in line, or do some of that crazy shit just to get those beers. So they are great beers, but I'm not one of those that want to stand in line for 2 hours to get a beer, or have to trade somebody, or jump through any hoops to get the beer. I mean, I'm just not a fan of that. And that creates hype, and that creates the buzz, and that creates the demand, and that creates the limited accessibility, and have to be somewhere at a certain time, like Hop Slam, and some of the others that are produced, and they produce small quantities just to keep that hype alive. So, not a fan of it. So, this is a great beer, guys. and easily accessible. No standing in line. Not a high price beer. And very well made. So that puts these beers more so at the top of my list than something like a Pliny or a Haiti Topper or something like that. Even though those are outstanding beers, they are hard for most people to get their hands on. So to me, that drops them down the ladder a little bit. And ones like this, the Stone and Joy by series, and the IPAs that AleSmith does, and some of the others do some awesome stuff, and you don't have to jump through hoops. So I'm more of a fan of that style and that availability as opposed to the other. So, well, let me take her out and let her have a sip, 2 or 3, sip on it. By that time, the swelling will be gone off the bottle, and we'll look for a date, a bottled on date on this one, and I'll give you my grade for the 2016 version. Alright, I'm back, guys. Been sipping on it probably about 25 minutes or so. Very tasty, a great beer, an awesome beer. Definitely an A beer. I looked at the bottle when I come back, and it has got something written right here on the very side, but it is smudged off. It is unreadable. They're going to have to do a better job than that as far as putting some kind of date on it. Now, if you're buying a 6-pack, you might be able to find one of them in there that's not been smudged off, but this one is unlegible. I cannot read it. So, we know what that means. Yes. I don't pull any punches, guys. It's straight up. It's just straight up. Whether it's good, bad, or ugly, it's straight up. So, final chug. Awesome lacing on the glass. Very well made beer. Alcohol is so well hidden. Citrusy, pineapple, pine, grapefruit, tropical fruit notes, oranges, tangerines. Everything you want in an IPA. Very delicious, guys. Now comes the bad and the ugly part. Since the date is unlegible, unreadable, to me, guys, it's a 10 beer in a 9 bottle. You have to be able to read the date. If I went in and I was buying a single and this was on the shelf, and I picked it up and I could not read that, I would set that back up and I would check maybe 1 or 2 more. And if all 3 of them are unlegible, I won't buy it. It's come to that. I mean, after 6+ years of doing beer reviews, they need to do a better job. And it's got black ink on it. Alright, guys, you need to change your ink color. You need to go to a white or a blue or a yellow, something that's going to stand out and not be smeared off very easily. And these guys do the silk screen bottles just like Stone does. So it's not a label that's actually put on. They have these bottles printed up before the beer goes in there. So there's a machine that stamps this on there as it comes down the bottling line when it's being capped and filled. It needs to have some work done on it. You should not be able to smear that off or have a date that's unlegible. So I'm disappointed in that, but I'm not disappointed with the beer. So numeric rating for me, guys, it's so close to the 10, but only the dating keeps me from giving it that. So 99 out of 100. It is an A beer, and it is kicking the door down on the 10. If I could read the date, I'd give it the 10. So, but I can't, so I'm not. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 95 world class. I think it's a couple notches better than that, even though I can't read the date. And over to Rate Beer says 100 overall, 100 in the style. And if I could read the date, I would give it the same grade. And for our final check-in here, let's run over to Untapped. And they have it at 3.93, which is their B+. I definitely think it's a better beer than that. So, guys at AleSmith, you make some great stuff, but we need to be able to read the dates, my friends. So, check that dating machine and make sure it's operating correctly. And if you want a little tip from Greg, change your ink color. Go from that very light black ink that you're printing on there to something maybe a white, a yellow, or even a blue, like some of the guys do, which is very easy to read. Even when it's sweating, you can still see that. So that's what I think. This is the 2016 edition. I'm pretty sure it's fairly fresh, but I would like to know. So, inquiring minds want to know. So, Jason, once again, thanks for sending it, my friend. And guys, if you've had this one, let me know what you think. I enjoyed it thoroughly. A great beer. Very nice. So, If you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. Come on back tomorrow. Let's take something tasty out of the fridge. See everybody then.